Hey guys, it's me, Awesome Ashley, here for another segment of Music Mondays. I had so much fun the last interview, so I decided to make this weekly, hopefully a weekly thing. So look out for Music Mondays. Today I have a special guest.
Hey,
he goes by Don John.
What's happening? Yeah, Don John, Way Suave.
Way Suave.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna get into it. I like to just cut to the chase. So why are we here? We're here because Don John has an EP coming out?
Definitely have an EP coming out.
Okay, what's your EP called?
So the EP, we actually are going with the title Galaxy. So Galaxy is the name of the EP right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how'd you get that name?
I got the name.
Stars?
Sky? I like Star. It just kind of developed from a concept of being in my own reality and loving my own reality versus trying to place myself somewhere else where it didn't fit for me. So I figured out, once my reality is healthy and I'm nourishing my reality, it's not a bad place.
And you're in your own element, your galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said ever since you were a little kid. So does that mean that your music started when you were younger? Like, how did that come about?
Yes. So
when did that start?
That's actually a very good question. Yeah. So I started music looking at these kids around me that were rapping in my classes. This is like 5th grade. It's like I always figured, if I just gave it a shot, then I'll be able to do my thing and then do better. You know what I'm saying? In 5th grade, they got one line out of me, and that shook the world. The whole world ain't shake, but the 5th grade classroom stood still for a second.
And you knew that was your calling.
Well, I knew that was a voice that was going to be able to be heard through music. So I was like, damn, I've never gotten a reaction like this from just speaking to people before at that age. So after that, it showed me that, you got a lane that you can open up.
And that's when it started?
Yeah.
So when did you officially record a song or actually put, your talent to work? When did you actually start?
Okay. Well, I actually started rapping in the 10th grade. But so on the very last day of school, I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and spit some shit. And ever since then, it's just never been the same. It's never been the same. So.
Are you from North Carolina?
I'm born in Pensacola. I moved to North Carolina in the 5th grade. Stayed there from the 6th grade through high school. But North Carolina is definitely a large percentage of who I am, for sure. It's definitely a place where I became more aware of who I am, and who I didn't want to be, and who I was reaching to be. So I like to look at music as a combination of life lessons with some vibing ass shit, some vibing ass bars and songwriting skills and production. So my life was changing in North Carolina, so my music evolved for sure. I went through name changes and everything. So.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. So let's go through the list of names. So you mentioned Don John, Way Suave.
Yep.
What other names do you have?
So definitely Way Suave. At the beginning in North Carolina, it was Good Boy Way.
Okay.
I went through a stage in Atlanta where I was John 11. I went through a stage here in Tallahassee when I was John Gemini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gemini.
Yeah.
He's crazy, guys.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah. So I definitely have changed those names via evolution because I feel my perspective of life is not the same as everybody. So. Certainly I'm an individual, so it couldn't be the same as everybody, but it's certainly a lot more eccentric and still simple at the same time. So I like to view evolution and energy in a different way. When I reach a certain level of energy, I feel like it deserves to be called something different.
Right.
Especially if I feel like it's a brand new movement or a brand new campaign. But for 2017 and for moving forward, we Don John, official Don John on all sites. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Snapchat. I had to do a little plug. All that. Official Don John.
Yeah. Did y'all get that?
Yeah.
I hope y'all got that.
It's spelled regularly. Official Don John.
Don John.
DONJOHN. Yeah.
So you mentioned that, you weren't in the same headspace. You were, evolving, and that's kind of what happened with the name. So did your music evolve in any way? Did you, switch it up with the flow?
Yeah. Recently, the past year or two, the style has been more willing to be not necessarily trendy, but in the times. You know, so I'm definitely in the times with my music. I'm not one of those guys that says I only like real music,
Right.
and I only make this type of music, or I only, I don't fool with that other music, because that's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I don't only eat pizza. I don't only eat celery. You know what I'm saying? I eat a combination of the two. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I could use more celery than pizza. I think we all could. But, it's
I like
just...
that comparison.
Yeah.
I like it.
Appreciate it. So.
Okay, so let's talk about your supporters.
Okay.
Who do you do it for?
Okay, so my supporters, the Royal Fam. Shout out to the Royal Fam.
Who's the Royal Fam?
The Royal Fam are all of the supporters and followers of the Kingdom of Suave. So that's the brand. We are the Kingdom of Suave, and all of our supporters are the Royal Fams. All of the guys and goddesses, all of the people that follow me and support me also support themselves. We don't tolerate nothing less than that. You know what I'm saying? If you supporting me, that means that you supporting yourself too, and you supporting your own dreams. It ain't just about, you know what I'm saying, following somebody with dope music, because I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's more so about focusing on rebuilding yourself, retraining your mind. You know what I'm saying? Reprogramming. So, and loving yourself and collecting style points along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Has your supporters been loyal through all these name changes? Like, how do they feel about that? Do you get feedback about the name switch? Like, how do people react to that?
Okay, so I definitely I take a bit of a poll through like the closest friends that I have. I say, hey, what do you think of the name after I've already changed it? I just want to see what you think, so I can understand the angle that you're coming from. But they support whatever I decide because they trust in the brand. They know in the brand. It's more than a belief. They know, So and they've always been there, So I will always be there for them. So yeah.
Okay. So I was a little nosy and I decided to, take a look at your YouTube. I found your interlude.
Okay.
Remind me of what it's called?
Yes, that is the Young Guy interlude.
The Young God interlude. So I was listening to it in the car.
Okay.
And I loved it.
What you think? Okay.
It was so good to the point where I had to play it again, because not that it was too short, because it was perfect. It left me wanting more. So the vibe I kind of got was like an early Kanye West. Like I thought about just like early Kanye before he kind of took his little twist.
Before he went to Yeezus.
Yeah,
Okay.
Before he went to Yeezus. So that's my opinion. I got the Kanye vibe. What feedback do you get, and who are you compared to the most, and who would you say is the most influential? So that's kind of like 3 questions, but
okay, we're gonna chop it up and give you something. So I definitely appreciate that, because early Kanye is Kanye in general is one of my influences for sure. Certainly earlier, we're looking at like the late registration, we're looking at college dropout,
graduation day,
graduation for sure. I also get compared to, say for instance, T-Pain.
Okay.
A lot of comparisons to Outkast. That's why I make the reference. They comparing me to Dre and Big Boy. Good Lord, man, I'm still playing Bombs Over Baghdad. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people that I look up to and I listen to and I respect. So shout out to them. And I definitely get compared to, Kendrick Lamar sometimes, and J. Cole was the latest reference. So.
Look at you, getting compared to the greats. Look at you.
So I like it.
Okay, so do you feel like, because it's obvious based off of who you've named, that's certainly the flow that you go with. So with today being a lot about the catchy beats, the trap music, so like Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, I guess Future, that genre. So how do you feel about that? Like,
I feel like let them new niggas be new niggas.
Okay.
Like, let them do what they gonna do. I'm not gonna hate on them because clearly they sound is working. Something about what they're doing is working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect it. I'm saying you could do these drugs, you could pop pills if that's what you decide to do with your life. I don't condone it, but if that's what you do, understand that there's a flip side to this. There's a flip side to living a fast life. It ain't just all sweet. Shit ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the only thing that I wish would be a little bit more promoted within the music. Other than that, It's all artistic expression. We're all creating. It's all ideas coming out and being expressed. So I'm all for expression. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you want to let the people know before we wrap it up?
Well, definitely follow me on all social sites. That's official Don John. I would also like to say that I just appreciate the Royal Fam. Y'all are incredible. Excuse me. I love y'all. I want to say to all cameras in there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Royal Fam. Shout out to the Kingdom of Suave. Other than that, we got new visuals coming. Expect to see me doing much bigger things in the future for sure. Only getting bigger and better. And we're doing, just a little heads up, we got some acting going on, so I'm excited for that. That's definitely a wave that's coming up. Yeah, so other than that, keep it locked in, and we lit.
Okay, guys, so that was Don John here on our TV for Music Mondays. Let me know how you like it. Thumbs up, subscribe, check out his YouTube, his Instagram. All these social media platforms will be listed below.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. It's a wrap.